Anything that you would point out on this? Because I'm supposed to point
every
it out.
potential area.
Yes.
Yes.
Because
All the processes.
I people do it, but I
and-
might forget something that you.
Yeah. We don't know.
Okay, so temporal bone, frontal bone. Here will be the coronal suture, okay, articulating the parietal bone with the frontal bone. Sagittal suture articulating the right with the left parietal bone. Squamous suture articulating the parietal bone with the temporal bone. And then the lambdoid suture articulating the two parietals with the occipital bone. Then I think the one that contains a lot of bone markings is going to be like the temporal bone. Here you have the mastoid process, the styloid process, this needle-like the styloid process, needle-like structure, and then between the mastoid and the styloid process is this opening here, which is the stylomastoid foramen, where the facial nerve or cranial nerve 7 goes through. Mastoid process, styloid process, and this is the zygomatic process. The external acoustic meatus, okay. And here is the petrosal region. Petrosal region, containing therefore the internal acoustic meatus, where cranial nerve 7 and 8 get in there, okay. And we cannot see here the jugular foramen because it's formed partially by the temporal bone and by the occipital bone. But we can see over here the carotid canal. And this portion here will be part of the foramen lacerum, which is formed by the temporal bone and also by the sphenoidal bone there. So that is that for this. I guess we can put it back later. Okay. And then here on the this bone here is going to be the ethmoid bone. Okay. On the ethmoid bone, it's going like this, and so here you have the crista galli, and over there you have the cribriform plates. Here is the entrance to the ethmoidal sinuses, and then this is the anterior view. So here you can see in the middle the perpendicular plate, and this would be the superior concha, and then the middle concha. Okay. And then maxillar bone. Okay. You can see the entrance to the maxillar sinus.
That's the bigger hole there.
This big hole here. Okay. This will be the plate, orbital plate. That is the floor of the orbital cavity. Okay. We will have a process, frontal process going up. We have the zygomatic process going there and articulating with the zygomatic bone back here. Okay. Here is the alveolar process. Okay, or actually alveolar margin, and then here is the heart palate, forming the anterior 2/3 of the heart palate. Okay. Here you can see that canal, which is going to be part of the nasolacrimal canal. Okay. Here you can see this opening here. Okay, it's where the remember I mentioned that in the maxillary division of the cranial nerve 5 go through the foramen rotundum and also go through the inferior orbital fissure, and then it enters the maxillar. It goes through the floor and then it enters there, and then it exits over here. It exits again over here. Okay, so that would be the maxillary division of the cranial nerve 5. All right, the jaw, the coronoid process, the condylar, and then the mandibular notch, the ramus, body, okay, angle, and the mental foramen, okay, and the mandibular foramen, okay, the mandibular foramen. You can see better here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As that, and then this that looks like a blade is the vomer. It is going to be formed by the lower half of the septum, the nasal septum. Okay. And then this one back here, I'm going to pull down, is the sphenoid. It has the shape of the bat. Pterygoid process. Okay. Greater wings, lesser wings. Okay. All right. And then here you have the optic canal. The optic canal, which you also can see it through behind the lesser wings. Okay. And then you have the ROS, foramen rotundum, foramen ovale, and foramen spinosum. Through the foramen rotundum, you have the maxillary division of cranial nerve 5. Through the ovale, the mandibular division of cranial nerve 5, and through the spinosum, go meningeal arteries. Again, here you can see the optic canal where the cranial nerve 2, the optic nerve, go through it. And then if we look at it like this, you see here, that is the superior orbital fissure, okay, where cranial nerve 3, 4, 6, and the ophthalmic division of cranial nerve 5 go through. Okay? Alright. And then you see this depression here, that is the hypophyseal fossa, where the pituitary gland is located. The posterior clinoid process, these two little tips here, and the tip of the lesser wing is the anterior clinoid process. On top of this structure here will be the optic chiasma. Okay.